Definitely some safe picks coming out of Firas with that Chung Pung and that Lulu. DanielKarioka looking to respond with 2 other units. Let's see how much homework he's done here.
Yeah, I still really like Beast Rider setup into this. I like, Daniel likes to play the Barbara alongside the Yin Hong, maybe even a Sierra possibly in here for that speed lead opportunity on turn 1.
Well, you nailed it for sure. DanielKarioka going with that speed lead and also going with his LD Nat 5 Yin Hong. We know him to play with a lot.
I really like Yin Hong for this kind of style of play. That swift turn 1 unit really puts a lot of pressure and basically says, I don't even need my speed lead for turn 1. I'm going to take it.
Oh, looks like Firas is leaning towards a Molong and a Brandy is coming out for Firas. This is very interesting.
Yeah, I like the Brandia pick. The Brandia is really cool. It's kind of a unique tech in the way that Karnal is. If you build it on Despair, for example, you can have that AoE stun into rotations. But I think a lot of players are opting for Violent because of that 2-turn sleep on skill 3.
Well, we've got a double speed lead coming out with DanielKarioka looking at drafting more / Water Ryu here, the 24 speed lead with one other pick. He's going to be going with a Savannah.
A little bit aggressive here on DanielKarioka's side. Not quite sure how I feel about the double single target strip here. The unreliable strip from the Yin Hong is not exactly the greatest setup for turn 1 for Daniel when he has the Karnal and the Sierra, but Firas responds, takes the Rika, knows he's playing turn 2 and wants to have a lot of pressure into this draft. I think we're going to see a Water Ryu ban here.
Well, Rika is known as one of the most banned units, and we're going to be seeing that again. Rika is getting banned out, and Water Ryu is getting banned out.
An interesting leader skill opportunity here. The HP or the Brandia, if he wants to go for that. But Daniel, pretty, most likely taking the speed lead, but could actually opt for HP lead as well. Wants to deny more damage from that Molong.
And it looks like that speed lead's coming out. HP lead for Firas, guys. We are getting into our very first match today with DanielKarioka and Firas. Here we go, guys.
And there it is. Swift Yin Hong showing turn 1. Has the opportunity to go in. Does get the strip, though. Brandia loses immunity. Whole team attack bar boost up. Here we go.
That was a huge strip. They were able to push his team a little forward there. We've got Savannah looking to possibly deal some damage onto the Brandia. Interested to see what DanielKarioka is going to be doing here.
This is the thing. This draft is it feels so unsafe. There's just not a lot to control and protect. If this Sierra doesn't kill the Chung Pung right now, there's going to be a lot of resets coming out. The immunity from Lulu will protect Firas' entire team.
El Sierra having a better day today, landing that bomb and definitely dealing a lot of damage to Chung Pung. Chung Pung's not finished off here. Mo Long getting a nice lucky stun there on top of Sierra.
Nice that he landed the dot on the Chung Pung, though. Does deny the immunity coming up from Lulu. Lulu only cleansing when there's a debuff up on you.
Yeah, DanielKarioka going for that third skill, even though the immunity was up. He's really trying to get rid of that Chung Pung. You can see Charge Vitality once again coming out onto Savannah to deal some damage. Really wants to get rid of the Chung Pung here. I think Yin Hong's going to have enough.
There it is. Chung Pung goes down. Nice crit alongside the Yin Hong, but there it is. The turn rotation from Brandia popping off. We got the attack, break, and glancing is going to deny a lot of debuffs here, and the 2-turn sleep comes out. Brandia lands the skill 3.
Such a strong 2-turn sleep sitting on top of Savannah. Kana with additional turn here, looking to deal a little bit of damage to the Brandia. Can he drop this unit? He does not. Reckless Assault sitting and waiting with this Mo Long.
Oh, interesting to see that the glancing on that Karnal still lands 3 sets of debuffs. Doesn't matter that he's on glancing. Takes away all that attack bar from Brandia.
Yin Hong looking for some big blade fans. Going to get that strip on Mo Long, and he does nail it here. We do have a skill, too, that could go out onto the Brandia, get a little bit healthier with some immunity, and he does.
Oh, Karnal's additional turn, though. The skill 3 is going to be big. A lot of additional damage. Pressures the Mo Long's HP down. Even with the glancing and the attack break, is going to pressure this Mo Long really, really heavily.
Sierra really having a good day today. That is 2 bombs in a row for DanielKarioka. Trying to get rid of this Mo Long ASAP. I don't know if he's going to be able to drop it with this Lulu coming.
It was really important here in this draft to be able to take out that Chung Pung on turn 1. It's just a little unfortunate for Firas. Wants to play the turn 2, but we all know turn 2 is pretty unsafe in this kind of meta.
Definitely unsafe indeed. Bomb sitting on top of the Mo Long. I don't believe this Mo Long was violent. We're going to see a skill 2 for the Death Break sitting on top of that Yin Hong. Lulu does not have a cleanse up here. Looking for an additional turn. No additional turn coming out.
Oh, and a big hit from Brandia. Note that was a crushing hit. It didn't even crit. Still hit for 22k. That debuff scaling. Absolute insane amounts of damage. It's still looking pretty grim for Firas here. Doesn't have a lot of control. Savannah has a lot of potential for kills here.
Savannah really does. Glancing and sitting on top of Savannah, it's very, very important to limit that damage there. Yanhong trying to deal some damage. DanielKarioka looking to get rid of this Brandy. A bomb does not finish off the Molong, but Yanhong's going to be there to drop the Molong.
It'll be enough, though. Will Lulu and Brandia be able to take this one for Firas? The glancing debuff's doing a lot for him. He's getting a lot of mileage out of it, but the damage is just going to come out too quickly soon here with Karnal and the additional damage from artifacts.
Miss Brandia really trying to do all she can. Possibly looking for a death break here. Instead, goes for the third skill. Not dealing enough damage to this Yanhong. Yanhong playing the glancing on top of Brandia. Savannah trying to get all the damage in. We're going to see a big third skill coming to DanielKarioka and chooses to go for a second skill onto the Brandia.
Wants to wait it out, has the glancing debuff, but now here it comes. The big sword rain incoming, and it could be enough to take it down.
Charge Vitality right into the Karnal. Karnal looking to do something, capitalize with that third skill, but Yanhong is going to be enough. Not looking good for Firas. DanielKarioka with the damage, with the sustain, and the control to get this victory over Firas. Definitely did not have enough pressure indeed. I really like the Brandia. We'll see if he's going to be bringing that Brandia back into this next match here with DanielKarioka and Firas. Pre-bans from last time. We've got 2 new pre-bans coming out now.
Yeah, one of the interesting things alongside the Brandia is it actually does work fairly effectively against this kind of CC-focused team that Daniel brought. Once he takes out the Sierra, there's not a lot of damage that comes through while the glancing and the attack breaker there. He just really needed the rotations. You know, pop that Brandia skill 3 into the Yanhong, but didn't manage to sleep, didn't manage to kill, just wasn't enough damage.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't enough damage, though. Firas with first pick, taking that Chung Pong away from DanielKarioka.
We see pretty classic pre-bans here for these two players. But also going to deny the LD Nat 5 away from DanielKarioka. Takes away that Yanhong. We see the Fire Bison Karnal pick. Firas is very well known for this. Has been using it for a couple seasons, seen a lot of really strong effect. Arguably might have even led the meta on running Karnal or Fire Bison.
I feel like he really did. DanielKarioka locking in Ciara and Okeanos. Firas looking to respond after seeing a speed lead coming out. Is he going to be drafting his own speed lead and not going for that turn 2 situation like he did last match?
I really like the speed lead opportunity here. I think Nyx is very strong both into the Sierra and the Okeanos. Denying that harmful effect rate is really, really strong, but leans towards the turn 2 again. We see the Brandia, no Fire Bison, so we see the Brandia.
I do like seeing this Brandy again. I really want to see this unit work out for him. It might work out a little bit better having this Nyx on the field, though.
I like that he's spreading the elements, but I'm a little worried he picked it too early. We know DanielKarioka loves the Barbara, loves the Masha. As a big Beast Rider player, so we could see a Barbara Fran here, and I'd be a little bit afraid on Firas' side of just dying on turn 1.
Definitely, that Barbara can provide a lot of damage, possibly remove that Brandy from the field. He's going to be bringing attack buff with them, with that Fran alongside the Barbara.
Firas' side, I'm leaning towards that Charlotte pick. I like the Charlotte. I still like the Water Ryu. Even right now, he could honestly swap it up and go for a double speed lead strip comp. The Chiwu and the Water Ryu could come in. There's a lot of control between these units. Chung Pong being very effective here alongside the Brandia. Turn rotations are good on either side.
Yep, 24 and a 33 speed lead coming out for Firas. Really trying to get that first turn now.
Oh, and my apologies. We don't actually need the Water Ryu here because the Nyx is more than enough pressure for a fast strip, especially if it's on Swift. Could be on Despair, though. A lot of different opportunities for builds here. Either player could really be tossing it up for anything.
DanielKarioka hovering over a Molly. Is he going to choose to lock in this Molly? That's a lot of sustain for his side of the field.
I actually really like this Molly. I think it's a force ban for Firas. Firas is very debuff focused. If he misses too many debuffs, he will just outright lose to it. You know, banning the Fran here does drop the immunity, but it's probably not enough. That's a lot of healing coming out on that side.
That's definitely a lot of healing indeed. Bans are going to be coming out shortly. I think these two should probably take their time about it. It's a very important match for Firas here. He needs to stay into this one if he wants to move into a game 3.
And the Respect Band comes out, taking away the Brandia. Doesn't want to deal with that 2-turn sleep. Does bonus damage through immunity.
And there you have it, guys. We've got a 33 speed lead for Firas. He's looking at taking turn 1, getting into round 2 with DanielKarioka. Here we go. Chiwu with the big strip attack by pushback.
Barbara does cut, takes the turn, gets the push. Here comes the AoE immunity and attack buff.
And this is going to be an attack buff bomb. We're going to see massive damage coming out of this Ciara.
Doesn't quite need to use it, though. But probably best to save it, actually. Saves it to keep the immunity up and the attack buff for next turn's bomb. Samath goes down, though.
Samath goes down, and you get the additional turn coming out of DanielKarioka. Already not looking good for Firas. We might see that bomb go onto the Chiwu. He could detonate this, but he doesn't have to.
Doesn't even need to use the Oki skill 2 to reset the Samath. Just takes all the damage on the first turn and misses the strip on 2. That's pretty crucial there. Can't use the skill 3 from the Chungpung.
Nix missed that massive strip, but the Chungpung came in there to capitalize on it after that. But Okeano's getting a couple turns here. He could finish off that Chiwu. Chiwu will possibly die to the dot after the set. Let's see what DanielKarioka is going to do here.
Managed to get 4 stuns there, or 3 stuns there with the glancing debuff. A little unfortunate for Firas. Had the glancing up, but just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Yeah, definitely couldn't capitalize on it. DanielKarioka once again looking so strong into this match. Looks like his target of focus is going to be trying to drop out this Nix now over the Chungpung. He's evening out his damage, which honestly, he has that kind of time to do so.
Not looking very good for Firas. Doesn't have the cooldowns he needs to just move forward here. And, you know, that Barbara is a great pick in this situation. Got that cut and just really moved forward effectively.
Oh, bomb's going to be coming out. Does not land, but as expected with the Nix being on the field, we get the additional turn coming out of Ciara. Big skill 2 onto the Nix. Barbara's going to be finishing off this unit here. Barbara does not finish off this unit here. Not just yet. And there you have it. Round 2 is going to DanielKarioka. DanielKarioka is going to be moving forward.